Mike Pachelli here. Thanks for tuning in. For this lesson, I'll be talking about the Beatles recording of You Won't See Me that they did in November of 1965. The song was written by Paul McCartney at the family home of Jane Asher, where Paul was living probably between October and November of 65. And the song is most likely about Jane Asher because she was away in Bristol doing a play and Paul couldn't contact her. Paul finished writing the song right before a 13-hour marathon session for the Rubber Soul album. And about the recording, Paul has said, "This was written around two little notes, a very slim phrase, a two-note progression that I had very high on the first two strings of the guitar, the E and the B strings. I had it high up on the high E position, and I just let the note on the B string descend a semitone at a time, and kept the top note the same. And against that, I was playing a descending chromatic scale. Then I wrote the tune for You Won't See Me against it." November 11, 1965, the Beatles are at EMI Studio 2, and they only do 2 takes of the rhythm track, with the musicianship consisting of Paul McCartney on piano, George Harrison playing his Fender Stratocaster, John Lennon on tambourine, and Ringo on drums. Interesting to note that the rhythm track slowed down quite a bit. It starts off at 119 beats per minute and ends up around 113 beats per minute. And that could be attributed to either the fact that Paul was starting to drag on the piano or that Ringo wasn't the metronome that some claim he was. And also interesting is that the verses are 18 measures long, which is quite unique. Then they did the overdubs. Paul overdubbed his lead vocal, and he double-tracked his lead vocal and sang harmony with himself occasionally, and he also overdubbed his bass guitar part. John and George overdubbed the background vocals, and Ringo overdubbed an extra hi-hat part that you'll see more clearly on my sound-alike at the end of this lesson. Plus, Mal Evans, one of the roadies, overdubbed one note on an organ on the last verse and on the way out. The song was mixed on November 15th, and they left some stuff in. You can hear a cough right before Paul begins singing the song. And on verse 4, right after the first time John and George sing the ooh la la part, you can hear John saying something, probably to George, something like, "You go," maybe because they were, punching in those background vocals. They never played the song live, but it was released in the UK on the Rubber Soul album December 3rd, 1965, and in the USA on the Rubber Soul album on December 6th, 1965. So that's the backstory. Let's get started. George Harrison is playing his Sonic Blue Fender Stratocaster on You Won't See Me. I've got this girl going through a 1964 Vox AC30. Now to play a verse, you'll need these chords. You'll need a D. You'll need a D minor. You're going to need an A. And 3 beats of the first verse, he plays his A inside 4 strings like this. And let's see, you'll also need an A7. And I believe those are all the chords for the verse. So when it first starts, he plays on beat 1 and the end of 2. And he's always just kind of stabbing and playing these stabs very short. And so the beginning is 3, 4. And knock it off on beat 4. Then during the verse, he's just playing on beats 2 and 4, the back beat. So it's always, 1 play, 1 play, 3 play. So 1 to a B, 1 to a D, to an A. You repeat that. 1, B, D, A. Then that A7, 1 to the D, D minor, to the A. And then this, on the first verse only, where he plays the 4 inside strings for 3 beats. To the B, and then like the intro, You Won't See Me. And again, why he stifles those chords, I'm not sure, but that's what he did. So let me play the intro and the first verse with a metronome here so you can get a better grip on what I'm doing. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. And that's what happens on verse 1. Verse 2 is nearly identical. He just doesn't do those inside A's. He stays here on the A's. So I'll play verse 2. Why not? It's only one guitar part in the song. So here's verse 2. 2, 3, 4, 1. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the fun begins. On the bridge, he does an oops. He does an oops or two. So you need some different chords on the bridge. You'll need a B minor, that D minor again. You need a D diminished, and an E7 at the end. And he plays like a regular E7 like this, but he only plays the top 3 strings. But on the second bridge, on that E7, he plays it like this. Okay, but there's an oops on the first bridge. I guess he's not exactly sure where that D diminished happens. So what he does is he goes, plays the B minor, he goes 1, up to the D minor. Now he plays 1 D minor, and then he slides into the D minor, and then he plays the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of the D minor, and then gets the inside of a D diminished. Then to the A. Doesn't play on beat 2 where the B should happen, so he misses one. He plays on beat 4 of the B. To B minor. And that E7. So let me do the bridge in time. We're keeping this lesson in time. So it's like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what happens there. Third verse is just about the same as the first and second verse. There's just one little note different. Charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com will show it to you perfectly if you are as anal retentive as I am. On bridge 2, he does everything correctly. Except, I guess, on the D, if you want to be precise, on the D diminished, he plays just the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th string on beat 2, and then all 4 strings on beat 4. So I'll play a bridge 2. Make it even clearer. So here's bridge 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Got that? And then verse 4 is pretty much the same. Nothing outstandingly different. Short lesson, so I'll do verse 4. Here's verse 4. Verse 4 is like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. And then for the fade, it's just between the A, the B, and the D, and the A. So just play A, 1, to the D. Do it a couple times if you like. And maybe get to the... Again, charts and tabs at MikePachelli.com will make it much clearer than I can say it or play it. But I have put it together in a sound-alike, and I actually slowed down exactly like the Beatles did on the record. So if you would, please have a look at this.
When I call you up, your line's engaged. I have had enough, so at your age, we have lost the time that was so hard to find, and I will lose my mind if you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see. I don't know why you should want tonight, but I can't get through. My hands are tied. I will want to stay. I don't have much to say, but I get turned away, and you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after time, you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days of you, they fill with tears, and since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone, and I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me. Time after time, you refuse to even listen. I wouldn't mind if I knew what I was missing. Though the days of you, they fill with tears, and since I lost you, it feels like years. Yes, it seems so long, girl, since you've been gone, and I just can't go on. If you won't see me, you won't see me. You won't see me. You won't see me.
Well, now you've seen how all those parts fit together and why the song only needed one guitar. I suggest you download the chart and tabs at MikePachelli.com, learn George's part, play along with my sound-alike, and you'll get it just like the Beatles. And I really, really appreciate your consideration in supporting my work that way. And if you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like this video, because that helps the algorithm show my work to more people who may enjoy it. So like I always say, have fun playing this great old song. And until next time, I'm Mike Pachelli. Thanks for hanging out with me.